welcome to the Rugged Path. I am your host, John Babb. I have posted on this channel before under the name Steadfast Variation, and though you will hear that name again in the future, for now I have decided to rebrand as the Rugged Path, as I hope to, find a better, more solid direction for this channel. I would specifically like it to be a podcasting channel. It has long since bothered me that there are no accessible podcasts for East Tennesseans to discuss local issues in a constructive, free-flowing nature. Most podcasts I've seen, especially in the Chattanooga area, have been run by colleges or people that work for colleges or work for local municipalities. And that's not okay. They're not free. They usually all have an agenda behind them. And I'm just seeking to bring people on, whether that's through Zoom or in person, and just talk about issues locally or in their own careers. The Rugged Path's main goal will be to bring people together, specifically artisans or tradesmen in the East Tennessee area, to discuss disparity or unfair treatment of their craft or art, or their successes and triumphs as well, and how they got to that point. There will be varying subject matters, of course, but as I'm starting out, the main focus will be what issues are there in the local area, number one. Number two, how has the local area failed to support local artisanry, trade crafts? And number three, what people think that they can do to fix that, whether they're in a place to, fix it, or whether they're not in a place to fix it. I want to know why, for instance, like if someone is an artisan and they paint something on a wall, and like the local city comes in, they're like, you can't paint that on the wall. I want to know why the city thinks that they can't paint something on the wall. And number two, I want to know how the artist dealt with that. So I want to know local issues regarding tradescraft, local artisanry, and I want to know what people are doing to fix that, if anything, and if people aren't trying to fix those issues, whether they be legal, whether people are facing, bankruptcy, or just any issue regarding those things. I want to know why and how to fix it. And as I go on, obviously I'll hone in the details of what this podcast is to become, and then I will also, have different episodes that have different subjects too. Then I also wrote something else to follow up that intro. It is an old document that I just recently finished. So I started this years ago and then finished it recently. I was kind of looking through my documents to see if anything would fit for the second part of the video, and I found something that's actually pretty perfect. It kind of lays out where I'm coming from and why I want to do this podcast the way I want to do it. It is on a document in my folders called Steps to Becoming a Folk Hero, and it was actually a subject that I was going to write for video a couple years ago. I was going to walk the listener through various ways that they could become a folk hero. And it didn't really turn into that. It turned into just a description of where I'm coming from in life. And I don't know how to describe it other than to read it. It is kind of serious and it takes a very dark turn, but we'll go ahead and read it. I think it's quite fitting. Okay. Steps to becoming a folk hero. It is so that as I write this, I have seen the road sign of grief and of degradation, and knowing better, have taken a turn down that road and have walked quite a ways. I have walked far enough for the trail to encounter another trail, a fork in the road. Ooh. That would be the trail of necessary change. Okay. If I do not take this turn and continue on the trail of degradation, I will surely fail in my quest. I guess I'm referring to the quest to become a folk hero. I don't know. Taking this dark turn has informed me greatly in the qualities that I would like to remain extinct from my life. It is on this trail that, even now, I write this paper while traversing. These dark qualities are not limited to this trail. They pop up like mushrooms in a dark and well-suited environment. My life has been well-suited in the past, but it took the traversal of this trail to be fully versed in the dark art of understanding eternal death and resurrection. The sin in us that must die, and the Christ within us that must live. What was before only little outcroppings of the dark qualities, easily cut down one by one, has become a submersive and surrounding depression. I was once a simple gardener, trimming away at temptation as it arose, but now I've become a scuba diver, encompassed in the water of sin, with bubbles of hope to oxygenate me, being few and far between. But it took the dark trail to reach the trail of change. Is not a mountain mightier with a valley at its base? What could be lit if not for encroaching darkness? It took this path to inform me in the qualities of my enemy, the devil, as this depression is not only tuning out of external noise to hear the quiet, but the steady inadequacies of the internal. Depression, after all, is only the tuning out of external noise to hear the quiet but steady inadequacies of the internal. And once you find those, maybe you'll get rid of the depression. It is because of this struggle to find the right path that I have named this podcast The Rugged Path. It is because of that struggle I wish to have others share their voice with me, so that they may help all those lost souls in the world find the right path for them. I also have started this podcast out of a desire to shine light upon failing artistry and tradescrafts, so that talent and care might be reinstilled into people's hearts. Now, I don't know. So that's my outro for this intro, I guess. I hope to maybe get a guest sometime soon so we can record something together. And if I can't, I'll just record solo episodes with me giving commentary on issues around the area, or maybe even world issues. We'll see. But it'll be interesting nonetheless. So thank you for your time, and have a blessed day.